1943. A German motorcyclist rode along Russian roads. Pygmy family posing with a European man for scale, 1921. Young Americans publicly burn their draft cards at an anti-war rally in Washington, D.C., May 22, 1972. Santa Claus in the Snow After a Bath, Moscow, RSFSR, 1985. Soviet, British, and American sailors at Grafskaya Wharf in Sevastopol during the Yalta Conference, 1945. This is what a totally safe, totally not dangerous chairlift looked like in the 1950s. Frida Kahlo, a Mexican painter, with one of her pet spider monkeys, Mexico, 1944. Blinded by gas, British soldiers of the 55th Division hold on to each other at an advanced dressing station, April 1918. Lord Clydesdale on his way to the plane that would make him the first man ever to fly over Mount Everest, 1933. A group of people carrying an effigy of Guy Fawkes on a cart pulled by a donkey. Bonfire Night, London, 1876. Bobby Orr's Victory Flight, 1970, United States. A promotional vehicle resembling a Lifesavers candy roll is parked on the side of a busy city street in 1940. Muhammad Ali with 2-year-old Dave Chappelle and his brother William Chappelle, 1975. Santa Takes a Coffee Break, 1964, photo by Mary Ellen Mark. Hitler peels potatoes. A policeman and a rebel during a street clash in Havana during the final days of the Cuban Revolution, January 1959. Shadow of an Airship, 1911. Oak Ridge Laboratory suggestion for maximizing sleeping space in your fallout shelter, 1965. A young Jackie Chan at an airport in the 1970s. Captain Martin Van Buren and Mrs. Anna Swan Bates. Testing early television technologies. New York, 1959. Alice Cooper and Cyclops, 1975. Neve Campbell, 1995 essay. Jack Rabbit's Club is a possible prototype for Playboy. Underwater ping pong game flanked by a shark. Punks at Rock Against Reagan concert, 1983. United States President Gerald Ford is presented with turkeys for Thanksgiving by the National Turkey Federation, November 20th, 1975. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, 1985. Ham the space chimpanzee strapped and ready to go on his mission, he survived. January 1st, 1961. How much did the uniform and equipment of a United States soldier in the Korean War cost the Pentagon in the 1950s? A rare photo of Adolf Hitler in his white uniform greeting Italian officials, August 1939. Prototype for protective gear for World War I, back in 1917 in the United Kingdom. Commander's Panzerkampfwagen 38T with a wooden dummy cannon captured in Stalingrad, 1942. Johnny Depp as a child. Just Chewbacca grabbing Leia's boob. Tiger in cage playing saxophone. Nazi guard Jenny Wanda Barkman in front of a pile of shoes at the Stutthof concentration camp. Unicyclist performing circa 1950. November 3rd, 1923. High school football in Washington, D.C. A man in front of a Soviet tank on Shafarek Square, Prague, Spring, Bratislava, Czechoslovakia, August 1968. On May 24, 1999, Englishman John Evans entered the Guinness Book of Records as the champion for holding the heaviest weight on his head. It was a car weighing 159.6 kilograms, which he held for 33 seconds, without hands, balancing the machine like a plate. 1981, the most serious accident of American racing driver Danny Ongase at Indianapolis. Times Square 1903 versus 2025, a century of change. Charlie Chaplin with a doll of himself, 1929. Madonna, 1980s. A young Maori woman with traditional tattoos, moko on the lips and chin, circa 1860 to 1879. Manhattan Bridge, under construction, New York, United States, 1909. Princess Diana breaking royal protocol to take part in the mother's race at Prince Harry's school, doing it barefoot to run faster, 1991. Mila Jovovich on the cover of Echo of the Planet magazine, 1990, USSR. The Great Paris Flood of 1910. A model in a sable bikini presents a Leda car at the New York Auto Show, 1973. Lady from Achilles Sayre Ladies Fire Brigade in London, England, 1926. United States soldiers with local kids in Boutgenbach, Belgium during the Battle of the Bulge, January 1945. Troops from Indonesia are pointing their guns at civilians during Operation Seroja, Timor-Leste, December 7, 1975. Couple with a dog, Great Britain, 1920s. New York City had a pneumatic tube mail system that shot capsules under Manhattan at 30 miles per hour from 1897 to 1953. Workers and an orchestra on the construction of the White Sea-Baltic Canal, Autonomous Karelian SSR USSR, 1931-1933. A woman jumps rope with her dog. Young Hillary Clinton. Anatomy class, 1920s. Boxer Ali and basketball player Wilt Chamberlain on an ABC show in 1967. Napoleonic veteran poses with his uniform, 25 of May 1858. Test of the Indian tricycle with a Colt Browning machine gun, United States, November 1916. Noble Mongolian women, Mongolia, 1900s. Women collecting firewood, Altai, Gornaya Shoria, 1913. Quentin Tarantino in his youth. President Abraham Lincoln and Vice President Andrew Johnson at Lincoln's second inauguration on March 4, 1865. A drunken Johnson had earlier delivered one of the worst speeches in history. Sammy Man struggling with his reindeer, Finland, 1949. Dolores Costello, a famous American actress who was called the goddess of silent cinema. Ice-covered deck of a British heavy cruiser, World War II. West London Mods, 1980. A woman sits beneath an early blow-drying machine in 1937, its large padded hood inflated by a hose connected to the motorized unit beside her. Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, and Carrie Fisher, 1977. A trench soldier taking a photograph with a camera attached to a periscope, 1915. Portrait of a Wasco Indian with a decorated face, feathers and beads, 1903. Early morning light original color photo taken by Inami Nobukuni in 1910. A man plays with his elephant, 1980s. Fidel Castro at La Salle College in 1936. Legendary choreographer George Balanchine's cat, Mirka, participates in a ballet rehearsal. United States, 1970s. KKK Grand Dragon. Arthur Bell shakes hands with August Klaproth, Vice Fuhrer of the German-American Bund, at a meeting to discuss a potential alliance. New Jersey, 1942. The earliest known photo of someone giving the finger was taken in Boston in 1886. A pair of buskers dressed as the Twin Towers at the Twin Towers, 1993. Hugh Hefner, founder of Playboy magazine, photo 1950s. Mahatma Gandhi and the last Viceroy of India, Louis Mountbatten, before recognition of Indian independence, 1947. Clearing ice and snow from railway tracks using a MiG-15 jet engine, Czechoslovakia, 1970. B-17S strike Bremen through the clouds using radar, 1943. Fidel Castro takes Soviet children for a ride through the streets of Moscow, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, January 14, 1964. Survivors from the Titanic aboard the RMS Carpathia, the ship that rescued many of them after the disaster in 1912. Gualiari of the island of Malekula, Vanuatu, wearing a necklace of human teeth, who reportedly partook in cannibalism. Photograph taken by Saradig Richards in 1931. Here's model Medel Hegeler wearing a whole bunch of bizarre jewelry made by Salvador Dali. A heavy transport helicopter Mi-26 transports a river waterfoil boat, Rakita 249, 1980s. Babies awaiting adoption at the Homeless Children's Aid Society practice songs for a Christmas party in 1934. Salvador Dali. Nazi anthropologist Eva Justin examines the eyes of a young Roma woman, 1936. A dog harnessed to a carriage, Amsterdam Kingdom of the Netherlands, 1890 to 1910. Halle Berry at the final dress rehearsal for the Miss World competition, 1986. British photojournalist Larry Burrows during a parachute landing Vietnam War. Wehrmacht soldiers and papal guards, 1943 Vatican. Ozzy Osbourne at home, photographed 2 weeks after his son Jack was born in 1985. Laundry in San Remo, Italy, around the turn of the 20th century. Michael and Janet Jackson, 1995. Ten-year-old Brooke Shields as a Colgate model in 1975. Guerrillas guard an outpost on the Vietnam-Cambodia border protected by poisoned bamboo punji stakes. Such booby traps were meant to wound, not kill, because wounded soldiers slowed down their unit, and Medevacs gave away its position 1972. This is an old 1935 photo that was a setup photo for an amusement park Happy Hollow in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Tourists could take a picture here in this setup. It's not a real bar for sure, but it is real cool looking. Arcade roots, 80s. Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney with a lamb on their farm in the Mole of Kintyre, 1970. Red Army soldiers on the street of Viborg, 1940. Milk delivery by dog cart, San Fernando Valley, circa 1910. A slice of daily life where morning milk came with a wagging tail. Elephant Parade in Dhaka, Bengal, British India, 1899-1900. Barbara Bush and George Bush pose with children Neil Bush, George W. Bush, Jeb Bush, and Marvin Bush in 1956. December 5, 1975. The Indonesian consulate in Amsterdam was seized by terrorists. They forced one of the hostages onto the balcony. Chainbridge, China, 1930s. June 1952. Stan Bond's stuntman, enveloped in flames, dives into a water tank at Battersea Pleasure Gardens. Croatian soldier Marian Horvat and his girlfriend Ira, August 1995. Leduc 0.21 ramjet research aircraft on its 1930s design SE-161 Languedoc mothership, 1953 to 1956. A representative of the indigenous population during firing exercises with a British Bren machine gun at a training camp. New Guinea, Australia, July 15, 1943. Princess Diana, Australia, 1983. Future United States President Donald Trump at a reception with President Ronald Reagan at the White House, 1987. Sailors on the deck of the American light cruiser Birmingham, USS Birmingham CL-62, after a kamikaze attack on Okinawa, 1945. Moose riding in Canada, 1902. Dark-haired Shakira, 1990s.